I help make science open by giving journal teams the tools they need to be more efficient and impactful in their work. So my role is product manager. I'm primarily focused on internal products for our teams, and for the most part that means building the tools that help them do their job. So if you take my job in a nutshell, what it basically looks like is we'll talk with people from the business side, we'll understand what are the problems they face every day, and then I'm acting as an intermediate between that problem and the tech teams to find a solution. So we're always looking for the best technology that we can give to people to help them solve those problems. It's more difficult than it looks. We try and make it look as easy as it can. Like, we want that to be a very seamless process for people to be able to raise issues and get them solutions as quickly as they can. And quite often I'm the face of that work, but actually in the background there's a whole development team at Frontiers who does a lot of the stuff that I represent. And normally, you know, these are the geniuses who actually do the super technical stuff that really provides help to people. So I think that's perhaps one thing that people don't realize is just like how much work goes into producing some of these products. The other thing I'd say is how much untapped potential there is in some of the things we have at Frontiers. That's partly the products that we have. If you take Salesforce, for example, there's a whole host of AI-powered tools that we're not using at the moment, but we have the capability to actually use and could provide super useful features to our teams. But the other side of the untapped potential, I would say, is the people in the engineering teams behind that. There is a lot of really great talent there, and it would be really great if we can get them to explore some of these cool new features as well. Yeah, actually the presentation I did yesterday was a really good highlight for me. I mean, this was like, for a lot of people, I think it's the first time they've seen some of the stuff that I've been working on in the last few months. Which is primarily at the moment looking at releasing dashboards to journal teams. The idea of a dashboard being that you have in one place a summary of all your most important work that you need to do in order to set your priorities, but also figure out, you know, what are my opportunities and what are my blockers. And we've been working on this for the last few weeks, and the presentation yesterday was partly a celebration of what we have done so far for journal teams, but you take that problem. It's the exact same problem that's faced by our peer review teams or by RI or by any other team at Frontiers. We all need that visibility over our work and what our priorities are. And I think seeing how other teams reacted to this was super gratifying, because it's like, we've seen the journal teams already getting familiar with it and getting on board with it, but just then mouths dropping from like other teams. It's a super cool reaction. So for me, it comes down to the way that we empower the teams to do their job. A big focus of my work is how can we make specialists and managers be more efficient, but also be more impactful with any action that they have to do. This can come down to like super simple things. So if you take like, you know, what is the time it takes for me to send a reminder to a researcher? Maybe that takes me 1 or 2 minutes. Then you have to think about, okay, maybe I'm doing that 10, 20 times a day. If we're talking about shaving even 10 seconds off that time, that builds up when you times that then by 200, 300 specialists who are doing the same thing. So for me, that's the impact, and it's not always super noticeable because it comes in these small increments, but it builds up, and hopefully that's going to be something that gives people more time to spend on, you know, the more creative things they can do and not have to spend their time doing routine and manual tasks.